Welcome back to Arnie T's Garage. Today I'm going to be putting in the full hydro. Last time I got the track bar in, got it all welded up. I'm going to do the full hydro so I can get this thing backed out. I need somehow to steer it, so follow along. So here's my orbital valve. There's my factory steering shaft. Right now I have, where'd it go? My orbital valve mount piece was there. I took that off of the orbital valve. Tried to use that when it didn't work out. That's a YJ shaft, steering shaft. I had to cut it. And whenever I cut it, I ended up with a piece that I'm going to be able to stick it in there. Here's the piece that I cut right here. Had to grind the shaft down, hammer it on. I didn't mess up the bearings, I don't think. If I did, oh well. I'm gonna trace this out on a piece of steel, cut it out, drill it out, and then make me a mount. And once I get my mount made, I'm gonna be able to weld that in the Jeep somewhere. Okay, so I got it all traced out. Looks like crap, but I'm gonna cut all this out with a grinder, and then I'm gonna drill these out with a step-up bit. Okay, so far I got my pilot holes drilled. Center bolt, or the center hole for the shaft. That's not gotta be perfect. I'm just gonna drill it out as big as I got. I think a 1-inch hole. All right, so I got it all mounted. Ended up using a torch to cut it out because I didn't have a drill bit big enough. Now I'm gonna fit this up in the shaft right there, see where it lands, make sure nothing binds, and then I'm gonna try to find a place to weld this in. I might have to notch it, I might have to brace it, who knows. I got it in here now. It's a little close to the radiator, it's actually touching it. The bottom radiator hose. I don't know if that'll overheat it, but I'm gonna have cooler hoses, or a steering cooler, and I'm gonna have another reservoir, so it's gonna have a lot of fluid in it. I'm gonna try it, and if it don't work out, then oh well. I'll redo something. I might zip tie this up a little bit to keep it off of it. Okay, I got this welded in. It's not the best in the world, but it'll hold. That's all I need. But now I'm gonna start hooking lines up. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where they go. I think this is return. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna take a wild guess. It's gonna kind of be is what it is deal. Okay, so I got this jerry rigged in there till I go get a proper fitting. I got hoses running everywhere. Got my cooler just laying there so I can move this thing around. I'm gonna fill all this up, see how it does, and if it doesn't do what I want it to do, I'm gonna pull this off, put this hose on because it's a double female. I'm gonna run it up here to this AN fitting, and then I'll have one made without the AN fitting. Skip this reservoir, which is like this one, and run it back to this return. But I'm gonna try to bleed this out and see if I can steer it. Okay, I got it all hooked up. I'm getting ready to fire the Jeep up. I got it jumped because battery's junk. So hopefully it starts. Leaking because of that stupid hose. Okay, now that I got my steering done, it's leaking out of the big reservoir. I don't know if it's leaking from the box or from the orbital valve. It doesn't look like it. It's changed. I know it spilled over on it. But I might do away with the reservoir altogether and just take the hose for now and put it into the... Take this right here off and put it right here. Instead of running my return line like that, because that's janky and it's leaking. And realistically, I don't even know if this is necessary. I like having a secondary reservoir, that way I can have extra fluid going through and it stays cooler. But I'm gonna buy a legit kit. Like I said, I don't know if that's leaking right there or if that's from where I spilled it over here, but it mainly looks like it's leaking from that hose right there, which I had to put a 3/8 hose in, whatever that is, because that reservoir's got a big old fitting on the bottom. But that's all for today. Thanks for watching RET's Garage. We'll see you next time. I'm going to be trying to do my shocks. So hopefully I get those done.